Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? I thought I'd do a full moon eclipse read for all of you tonight. A little bit early, it's November 29th and it's my birthday. I'm in a really good mood. It's sunny outside, I have all the cats around, and I received this deck through the mail for my birthday and I've been wanting it ever since I saw Botanical Inspirations. And flowers and birds are some of my favorite things to observe, study, and have around. So I was really excited when this arrived. And I remember, Sammy over on Not Your Average Glow Up, you guys should go check her out. She had this deck and I was in love with it immediately. And I feel like this is really great and will be pertinent towards what is happening with this full moon. It's like it's like you had a reading light on in your room that was like at 20% and all of a sudden it's at 100%. There is light being shed on so many issues. What do we need to clarify? Who do we need to talk to and come to terms with something? Who do we need to ask? The directions we need to turn. It's a huge time of clarity. So I also want to let you guys know a few announcements. At the end of this, I'm going to do a flip through because this deck is phenomenal, and it also comes with this really cool booklet that talks about the meanings of flowers. You know, everybody's always trying to decipher when they get certain roses, you know, what that means. Some are friendship, some are love, all of that, but this is about all different flowers, which is really, really great. So here are our choices today. We have the bellflower, which is about gratitude. We have the asters, which is about elegance and patience, and we have apple blossoms, which is about choices, knowledge, and illumination. And this is huge with any full moon because we decide every day by waking up what we want to reach for: gratitude, hope, happiness, creativity. And I know that's not easy because oftentimes when we wake up, we have like dream residue and we can feel sluggish and we can feel we can feel just overscheduled. And I was really lucky. I decided, whenever I'm inspired in my jobs, I'm lucky. That's when I get to work, when I want to have phone conferences, when I want to, write anything, vlog, blog, do my videos, whatever. I'm lucky I can do them when I feel inspired. Private reads, I'm always excited to do those because that kind of opens this really like unique energetic window when I do private reads, and I really like doing those. So all of it really gives me positive energy to work with, and it re-inspires me, and I'm really, really happy to do this. Here comes Orange. We call Citrine Orange, and it's so funny when he sits next to moonbeams because they're orange and black and they're so cute. Okay, you guys, so we are going to begin. Oh, and let me see what else. Oh, yeah, I'm using some of my earrings to hold the cards down in case a breeze comes up because it was breezy earlier. And I had some of you guys DM me over on IG for some of the things that you've seen in my videos and asking me, oh, do you have a store? What's going on? And I do. I have an Etsy store. It's SparKrist over on there. But also I hold these super sales over on IG. So if you see anything that you like, I usually provide free shipping and they're discounted over there. It's direct sales. It's faster. I don't have to post them in the store and do all the listings. So anything that you ever see, just say, Mel, can you duplicate that? Is this available? And just notify me over there. Okay, you guys, so let's get to this and see what's happening. For number one, we have bellflower. And this is about, gratitude. And gratitude makes sense of our past. It brings peace for today. It creates a vision for tomorrow, right? This is the first thing I reach for when I wake up. And you can make this just a regular behavior. All you have to do is when you wake up, think of the happiest possible thought you can. Usually I'm lucky. I have an insane cat that's doing something crazy that makes me laugh. I'll think like to the prior day, the most like wonderful thing. Usually it has something to do with being outside, being with my family, or creating something, right? So reach into that because what you want to do is spark a fire within yourself for the day to give you reasons to have more gratitude. Be generous with somebody. You ever surprise somebody with like a gift and leave it on their doorstep, and then you get just as excited, almost like you were the recipient, because you know they're going to see this package. And that's part and parcel of, having gratitude, generosity, giving back. I like to do this, like, I know when I receive little treats and goodies through the mail, and my relatives sometimes, when they send me money and things like that, I put some aside for Christmas so I can have bonus little goodies in cards for my postman, and I can drop off a box of chocolates at my local post office. I do a lot of shipping and packaging, and they are extraordinarily helpful, and they come to my house and get stuff, and they do stuff. So I always want to give back to them. So I take a percentage out. I call it tithing. So, it's like you can then give back and show some generosity for people that really help you out in your life. And it's a nice feeling, and that's part of this. You find the goodness in small things that others might miss, I feel, if you pulled this card, by looking at the bright side. You are cultivating true gratitude. And if you continue to do that, guess what that does on so many levels? It's healing on a cellular level, because when we're happy and those endorphins kick in, we get excited and fired up to do the next best thing for ourselves, for our well-being. We exercise, we eat better. For longevity and for clarity. We also don't partake in chemicals and things that muddy our minds, mess up our judgment, and have us acting a little crazy. Like, I was watching this show yesterday about the stewardess that was completely hammered all the time, and I thought, what an insane life to be late for everything, always be stressed out, not be feeling well. So this is also asking us to take a look. What behaviors do we have that we have gratitude for? Mine is definitely, if I walk the day before and stretch, do yoga, meditate, do anything like that, I know I'm going to reap the benefits, and I have gratitude for that, and the fact that I can do that, right? So really reach for that, because it does change a lot of aspects of our life. I feel too that we can understand when life becomes challenging. We remember, flowers like the morning glory, and I have these in my yard. Nothing is an obstacle, a fence, a wall. It gives that kind of flower a tender but determined vine for a new place to grow and another reason to climb higher and towards the sun. So we're always going to have those peaks and valleys, but we have to remember, in order to get back into the sun, we need to reclimb that mountain and sit up on that peak and look for and give ourselves things that inspire us to move in that direction, for sure, as well, right? Not get defeated by little things or sidetracked, and certainly don't take on anybody's projective energy, negativity. That's their problem. So that is you, group one. Beautiful. I have to have a quick pause for a sip of water. Whenever I come out, there's certain allergens in the air. So again, you guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. If you guys need a private read, I get back to you within 48 hours. My IG information, everything is down there. Thank you guys for all your love and support and your fantastic comments. I was just replying to a few the other night, and I always get teared up. You're so thoughtful, and I love seeing the same names over and over, and cute, little comments. From all you guys. You guys are amazing. So that is you guys. Gratitude, 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 and reach for it. All right, so now you guys, we're on to Asters, number 2, which is elegance and patience. And how I really define elegance is sort of just like a quiet self-composure in people, where they don't get off balance by somebody else's energy. They are caring, they are thoughtful individuals. They move kind of slowly, and they have that sense of self-sovereignty where they just have their act together. And oftentimes how we kind of relinquish that and we get off steady and lose that is if there's lower vibrations and we feed into that. But this is saying, no, thank you. You know what? Just being above it, having your light shine so bright that you don't even see any of that. Because nature doesn't hurry, yet everything is accomplished. I love that so much. Is that the most beautiful and true thing? And I have to be careful as mutable fire. I'm always in a rush. But this full moon is saying, slow down so you can observe your next step. Wise planning, it's important. I would always do this before I'd go into a meeting with any of my bosses, or I had to have conversations, or, people were acting undisciplined or crazy at work if something was going on, how to modify my speech to not be accusatory or create more difficulties, to try to align myself with problem solving, all of that, pausing and thinking. So just say you have a teenager and they get a little bit lippy about stuff, which they do. They try to be funny, but sometimes their sarcasm goes a little too intense. And I have a lot of clients that talk about these issues, where their kids get disrespectful. They think their resources and property is theirs, all of that. So this is taking a pause and first looking from this other person's viewpoint, having patience and having empathy. Oftentimes, they may feel a little helpless because they don't have their own monetary resources. That could be part of it. You see that sometimes in marriage, where one person brings home the lion's share. There can be resentments and problems. Same thing. So think, why might there be, no, come here, Mooners, come here. Why might there be any type of resentment or problems, and see from their point of view, do they feel like they don't have any power in their own lives? What's going on? Talk to people and communicate, because I feel like part of elegance and patience has to do with not seeing it from your perspective, but from other people's perspective, because then we have sort of like a wider range of information to delve into. Compassion, right? We need to have compassion. So this is just a pause before speaking or acting, right? Because impulsive behavior rarely helps us, right? So it's just saying, develop patience by staying focused on the present moment and having faith that everything will happen at the right time, and to let life surprise you, right? What's the hurry? Just breathe. I feel like breathing definitely helps. I need to do this when I get my vehicle and remind yourself, where are you your least elegant? Mine's definitely used to be in my car when I'd get in there, because I have a hard time tolerating really poor and dangerous drivers and people that honk. It's like, even Hagen's like, Mom, they're not. If anybody honks, he automatically goes, Mom, they're not honking at you, because he knows I'll just erupt into a crazy mode. When the light the second it turns green and people start honking at you, they're like, are you for real? I'm sorry, that 1 second between 1 and 30 seconds just ruined your whole day. Okay, so remember, and again, this beautiful, beautiful quote, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. And you're going to get done what you need to get done, whether it's, certification for something, traveling, whatever. And patience and wanting are the opposite of this kind of energy. And we're never satisfied when we have that, because as soon as we have what we want something else, and we're impatient for something new. So let's feel gratitude for what we have and what's coming our way, and absorb and relish it. That's the card of relishing life and what we have and what's around us. It's like that thing too, like I would rather have a sparse environment with just like some beautiful earthy colored pieces than have like tchotchke everywhere and everything completely cluttered and over busy. It's like, so you can have your eyeline be smooth, nothing on your dining room table, so you can breathe and have workspaces everywhere, that sort of thing too. Patience, so after we do something, we clean up, get it out of the way, so the next time we want to restart at any kind of work or creative endeavor, that space is cleared for us. It's clearing our heads, our mind, and gives us a sense of well-being as well. So that is you guys, your beautiful Asters with Elegance and Patience for Group 2. Again, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Really helps me out. And don't forget to come see the new channel, which we have the daily posts on, SparKrist Inspirations. It has a daily pop of inspiration, if any of you guys have been looking. And it's the tarot read with 3 cards, and we just talk about what's going to inspire us for the day. And thank you guys for coming over there and all your great comments and saying, how you like to start the day with that. That really, brightens my world. And thank you for that. Okay, you guys, now we're on to apple blossoms. Oh, I love these flowers so much too. And boy, oh boy, do bees like these. I remember we had apple blossoms at my mom's neighbor and her friends, and I just loved watching and sitting under the trees and listening to the bees. So this is about choices, knowledge, and illumination. And I love this. White are the flowers of apple tree that brings us fruits and fertility. I love that. And just think of, the words in this: choices, knowledge, and illumination. If we want to make a certain choice and there's uncertainty involved, why don't we have a little quest for information and knowledge on this and find out about it? If you're curious about a certain company, how to grow your business, how to do things. And, I'm kind of guilty of this at times. I don't really understand a great deal about technology, and I get very frustrated. But every once in a while, Ian's like, you need to take a look at algorithms, because if you really want this information out, you need to do A, B, and C, and there's certain things. And, I'm not an overly commercial person, and I'm not trying to go down that thing. Yes, they are my businesses, but it's mostly within my YouTube and stuff. It's messages, and it's inspiration and things of that nature. So it's like, you do want your information out there, but there are certain sciences that are involved with technology, right, and algorithms and so on and so forth. So I go and I seek knowledge in that to help grow all my channels and and things of that nature. And then, things are also going to come with this full moon, especially, a full moon eclipse. It's like, boo, what was hidden is now going to come out and become illuminated. So you'll find out why things bother you, why certain people bother you, why certain energy isn't conducive for you to feel happy and joyful. It's almost like you've turned on that lamp from 20% up to 100%, and you can see everything. And that's when the rats scurry, and that's when all the cucarachas get out of the room, and you can really see everything that needs doing and fixing. Mine, again, it's funnily enough, it's that thing about not hurrying and taking a deep breath. It's very hard for a lot of creative people to do this. We get an idea and we are certain it is going to flee. All you need to do is write it down. It's not going anywhere. And I have to do this especially, like every once in a while, I will get insanely comedic, weird sayings, and they're so funny, and I'll just laugh and laugh and laugh. And I'm thinking, how can I implement this, like into my work and what I'm doing, or a skit or something like that? And I'll write it down, and then I have a humorous booklet, and sometimes you ever just have a flashback of something that somebody told you, you heard, or you read that is extraordinarily insightful, and you're just like, that really pertains to so-and-so, that would help them so much, relationship-wise or whatever it is. It just comes to you, and you're like, wow, that is a piece of information I want. So start writing things down, because things are going to be illuminated to you. But when they come fast and furious, if it's not documented, it's like anything else. It can go up in just a puff of smoke, because when we are creative, several ideas come to us. So start to act on them, and if you really want to propel these visions forward, you have to have focus, intention, and then some follow through. Just begin the process. Like if you're thinking of making a piece of jewelry or whatever, start sketching it out. Do it in the colors and the hues you envision in your mind. All of that. This is saying take that first step, because some really neat stuff can come of that. And I love this because the message in the book was saying the apple blossom brings a gift of illumination. And once you've opened your eyes and your heart to the real abundance all around, you free yourself from the illusion that you are lacking for anything. It's 100% true. You ever go in a store and you have a certain thing you need? Just say it's one of those stores, like what has all those impulse things, like Targets do and TJ Maxx, like you get whatever you need, right? And then you're in line. But in that last couple of feet, there is a million little things on offer all the time, these little impulse buys. And our mind always is tricking us, thinking you need that because this is your last ditch effort. You're about to leave, right? It's those things that you think you need. But if you really ask yourself, do I need another fingernail polish? Do I need another notebook? Do I need this? Just ask yourself so you can know what you really have for resources at home. You'll save a lot of money. You'll save a lot of space. Because I used to do this. I used to be a big impulse grabber. Like, oh, I love that, this weird pen. I would buy all this weird stuff. And it's like just asking yourself, when you really think what you have in your closets, your attic, all over the place, that you have enough. And I feel like on any given day, if we're feeling bored or if we're feeling a little down, people think that filling those voids with things is fulfilling. It's not actually so. For a moment, you get that little endorphin rush of, yay, something's coming in the mail. But more often than not, it's an expenditure that we can ill afford sometimes, right? Because it's an impulse of, it's not something on a list that we need or for somebody else for Christmas. It's just something we're trying to fill a void with. So oftentimes it's nonsensical. So what I do, I find if I'm on Amazon or something and I have to get some clasps or get something for my jewelry, after I get it, I just shut it off. Otherwise, all these other things are saying, hey, look at me, wouldn't this be nice? And they're not necessary. So this is saying, when we really look, do we have food in our refrigerator? Do we have a roof over our head? Do we have heat? Maslow's law of hierarchy. So let's start with our basic needs. And once that's all set, we should really know that everything else is extra, and we should just have so much sheer gratitude. And also generosity. Like, I'm so proud of Joni right now. They raise money for everybody all over the place on Instagram. I'm always seeing them posting, for the trans community and other people, and people that have issues or are unwell or whatever, just extreme thoughtful. And every time I go on their story, they're always raising money for other people, which I think is so beautiful and so lovely. And that's why I'm getting really excited about Christmas, because I like to drop by. I'm not sure what's going on in a lot of places I used to work at. There's a couple places I want to stop by, and just say hello to people and bring them some homemade stuff that I made for them, because I used to love just, handing out jewelry and doing fun things like that. So think of things you can look forward to that make you feel like you're filled with abundance and you have whatever you need around you. It's a sense of kind of like safety. It's a sense of then you can concentrate on what you want to do, not what you have to do or what you have to get or acquire. You know, it's that lovely energy, and that's really going to come into, you know, your healing and growth and strength process. And it's going to bring you true recovery in the sense that you don't have to have this anxiety about not having enough. Stay out of the far future. That doesn't help. Stay out of the near and far past. That doesn't help. We're talking about present moment awareness so you can really luxuriate in life. Like, I'll give you, for instance, when I really plug into right now every single thing that I feel. My left leg is falling asleep. My right foot is cold. I'm barefoot. I'm outside, but it's like 60 degrees. I hear all the birds. I smell burning wood. I'm looking at moonbeams. I'm like trying to incorporate all of my senses because that's where I get gratitude. I love the smell of the outdoors. I love the fact that every time I come outside, moonbeams comes and sits next to me. From the time I come out to the time I leave, I don't think there has been a time where I've come outside and she's heard my voice and not come. I still don't know where she lives. I still don't even know she has an owner, but I just know that, you know, she's this beautiful entity that likes to come spend time with me. And I must have the best food too, because she's there at the back stoop every morning waiting for her yum-yums. She's just looking at me like, calm down, lady. But yeah, again, you guys, it's going to become illuminated. The choices you should make, the path you should follow. You're going to be patient, calm, and be aligned with that energy. So again, you guys, thank you so much. I am going to do a flip through as well. So let's see, I'm going to get these. I'm going to see the best way to set these up as well. Again, you guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below. I've just put, it's so funny, I got to reach over and I'm going to be far from the microphone. I put them in my bag because I didn't want anything to happen. So these are the gorgeous botanical inspirations. And the back is really, really beautiful. I love these so much. Oh, she's going to see these and be jumping all over because my hand is here. So we have an amaryllis. I love these. Determination and achievement. I'm really just impressed with how beautiful the writing is. Violet, faithfulness and modesty. Venice mallow, delicate fleeting beauty. Tulip, friendship and gratitude. Tuberose, dangerous pleasures. Trumpet, gentian, power and healing. Sweet William, oh, I love that. Gallantry and grant me a single smile. Sweet pea, but you see, blissful pleasure. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were once only walls. The little sayings are beautiful, and inside the booklet as well, I think there are, let me see, let's get our card count, 44 cards and a 100-page illustrated guidebook too. But look how beautiful this is. Say iris. And then it gives you the Latin, rainbows and messages. When it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. Then it talks about the flower, which is fantastic. And the inspirational messages are really wonderful. Keep your eyes open to the wisdom of the universe, and you will receive clear signs and messages that guide you on your path. I love, love, love that. And if you guys want to go over to IG, I'm going to do a full flip through on the entire deck because right now I'm noticing the light is about to go down before the fence and I have to shift everything. Ooh, graciousness and benevolence, snapdragons. You guys, comment down below if you have a favorite flower and also why it's your favorite flower. I've always been super attracted to tulips and sunflowers, but I'm also, now that I'm noticing morning glories in my yard, it reminds me of my mother, because she always had the same purple ones growing in her garden. So I'm really, really growing attached to those more and more. So comment down below what your favorite flower is as well. And does it grow by you naturally? Because that's when it's nice too. You know, you ever go in a huge field of sunflowers, it's just the greatest thing. So that is it, you guys. And again, I'm going to have the full flip through on this. Thank you, Suzanne, for this deck. I appreciate it so, so much. And you guys for all the birthday wishes. So appreciated. Love and light.